Anyone who has ever hosted a large dinner party knows the timing trap. You have a main course finishing in the oven, a side dish cooling too quickly on the counter, and an appetizer that requires constant reheating on the stove. Getting 3 distinct dishes to peak simultaneously is a logistical challenge. The Culinary Chef Triple Slow Cooker Buffet Server combines 3 independent heating units into a single housing to address this specific bottleneck. By utilizing 3 separate compartments, it allows you to maintain entirely different flavor profiles and consistencies, like a creamy spinach dip next to pulled pork and macaroni, right beside each other without any risk of cross-contamination. Instead of monopolizing 3 stovetop burners or cluttering the counter with multiple standalone appliances, this single unit handles the workload while actually reducing overall energy consumption. Consolidating 3 independent thermal environments into one footprint keeps multiple courses synchronized and ready to serve without the need for manual reheating. The core of this system relies on 3 independent 2.5-quart cooking zones. This thermal heat map illustrates how the appliance isolates those zones. You can clearly see 3 adjacent pots holding different temperatures, utilizing the off, low, high, and warm dials without thermal bleed between them. As the map shifts, the practical application becomes clear. You could have a heavy roast cooking on high in the left pot, while a delicate chili holds a gentle, low simmer right beside it. These individual environments are housed within a unified stainless steel chassis and rely on thick, removable ceramic crocks to distribute the heat evenly. By isolating the heat generation so completely, the appliance transforms standard heating coils into a tool for managing a complex menu. Moving beyond basic cooking, the exterior is engineered for hospitality and transit. To prevent disasters on the way to a potluck, heavy-duty latches lock the lids flush against the chassis, creating a secure seal to prevent leaks during transport. Those tempered glass lids also serve a critical function during long cooking sessions, trapping moisture inside the crock while still allowing you to monitor the food visually. There is also a distinct efficiency advantage at play. According to the manufacturer, these energy-efficient pots draw 25% less power than using a standard setup of multiple independent cookers. Effective kitchen design for entertaining has to account for off-site transportation and long-term power draw, rather than simply generating heat. However, running 3 active heat elements off a standard 110-volt residential outlet requires specific engineering compromises. To manage the electrical resistance and adhere to safety regulations for a device drawing this much sustained power, the manufacturer utilized a short power cord and a larger physical footprint. This line chart compares heating times, showing the slower, steady temperature rise of the 3-zone 110-volt system against the steeper incline of a traditional single-zone cooker. The split power draw means it takes longer to hit peak heat. Because it relies on that specific 110-volt architecture, international users must utilize a voltage converter to avoid electrical failure. The bulky size and the slower heat-up time are the physical boundaries required to safely distribute that much power from a single wall plug. Those physical trade-offs, the large counter footprint and the extra patience required during the initial heat-up, are the cost of synchronizing an entire meal prep in one location. The aftermath of hosting is also streamlined because the ceramic pots and glass lids pull entirely out of the chassis and are dishwasher safe. When fully loaded and operational on a countertop, the appliance maintains a clean, modern look that fits into a contemporary kitchen environment. Learning to start your cooking slightly earlier is a minor adjustment that pays off by removing the need to manage multiple pans across a hot stove. Ultimately, this hardware is about consolidating the logistics of a meal. Automating the final stages of cooking and keeping the food warm on its own allows the host to step away from the kitchen and remain with their guests. When placed in a social gathering, the server functions as part of the background, doing the heavy lifting while looking professional and organized. When the technology handles the precision of the timing, the host is free to stay out of the kitchen and participate in the event they work to prepare.